Nissan has made a huge move in replacing their current CEO with a veteran of Nissan and a real car guy, Ivan Espinosa. Makoto Uchida, who's a current CEO, has resigned under pressure as the automaker struggles with falling sales and high debt. The failed Honda merger was blamed on him, and the new CEO, Ivan Espinosa, may revive the stalled merger talks with Honda, which could create one of the world's largest automakers. Ivan Espinosa joined Nissan in 2003 as a product planner in the brand's Mexico division. He's held a dozen positions within the brand since, and he brings a massive amount of experience to the CEO's office. But the problems that he will need to solve are massive as well. Now, we've recently talked about Nissan's challenges, and the insiders have admitted that the company had about 12 to 14 months to survive. And if it didn't find a new investor, as executives announced plans to slash 9,000 jobs, which is about 6% of their workforce, and reduce the group's global production capacity by 20%, which is a lot. And Nissan is facing headwinds in the United States as well as in China, two of the biggest auto markets in the world. In China, Nissan is among many of the global car makers that have lost ground amid a cutthroat price war, and consumers shift away from the conventional gas-powered vehicles to other options such as hybrid and gas. And its global sales in January fell 5.9% from a year earlier. The merger with Honda blew up, and it still hasn't found an investor. In theory, Nissan now has less than a year to live. So what's next? Well, I'll tell you more, but first I want to remind you to like this video and to subscribe to this channel to keep up with what's going on in the automotive world, and it's coming fast and furious. What Uchida's resignation means for the canceled merger with Honda isn't clear yet, but talks could continue after April 1st when the new CEO steps in. The original merger or alliance would place Honda and Nissan on equal footing in spite of the vast differences in size and revenue, but that separate the two of them, while Mitsubishi, which Nissan has a 24% stake in, has decided not to get involved in a merger. Let's reflect for a moment what has happened in the past. Nissan turned to a non-Japanese executive for a big turnaround in 1999. When it tapped Carlos Ghosn for the top role. Ghosn, who was born in Brazil and grew up in Lebanon, went on to serve as the chief executive and chairman before he was arrested in Japan in 2018 over supposed financial charges that he has denied. The company's stock price and global sales sank after that arrest, and they haven't recovered from that since. I believe that the Japanese government put pressure on Honda to make a merger work to save face with Nissan. The Japanese culture is very proud, and they would prefer a merger versus a potential failure when it comes to Nissan. The impact on the Japanese economy would be horrifying and very jarring, and a global impact would be very negative if Nissan were to fail. Honda holds all the cards. Honda can make or break this possible merger, and Nissan is in no place to make any demands. And if Nissan wants to survive, they need money and they need business guidance. Honda and Nissan could have instantly formed the world's third largest car maker behind Toyota and Volkswagen. Toyota has a partnership with Mazda and Subaru, which are Japanese brands, and it has helped all three of them. It's not terribly far-fetched to imagine that Nissan could use Honda's technology to fast-track their hybrids and their plug-in hybrids, or that Honda could get some truck experience from Nissan. But this is speculation, and their first attempt to create a merger has failed. The merger presented to Nissan should be a life preserver, and it needs to stay afloat. Insiders familiar with the past negotiations reported that what started as a merger of equal parts turned into a full-on takeover by Honda, which is worth nearly 5 times more than Nissan and stands to have better financial standing. Nissan refused to become a Honda subsidiary, and that led to a quick ending of the conversations. There are other potential buyers when it comes to Nissan, and that includes Taiwan-based electronics company Foxconn. They build the Apple devices such as the phone. But Honda must see some kind of long-term financial benefit for this relationship to work. As with any buyer, whether it be Foxconn or Honda or anyone else, any other interested party will have to consider Nissan's past history with past President Carlos Ghosn, because the impact could be very negative if things don't work out. We will be giving you updates as they unfold. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.